Good evening, one and all. I'm Dr. Tejashmi, and today I'm gonna speak about breast cancer. Why breast cancer in particular, and why today? Because do you know that October is the month of breast cancer awareness? Why a whole month is dedicated to one cancer in particular? Do you know that? It's because breast cancer is the most common cancer not only in India but all across the world today among women. So when a cancer is becoming that common among women and it's in one of the private places, women had a lot of apprehensions and doubts regarding it, which they often can't ask to people. They can't just go out and speak that I had a mass in breast. What shall I do about it? It's not a part of your regular conversation like when you speak about your cold, cough or fever. So in a way, if you ask me, it's even more dangerous because often women neglect about it, ignore about it because of social stigma associated with it. They try to hide about it even from their family, friends and everyone. This results in a late diagnosis very often, and people come to us in an advanced stage where the cure becomes a little bit difficult but not impossible. So I will try to address it in a series of videos, starting from the most common signs and symptoms which a patient might expect, and when the patient should consult a doctor regarding their breast problem or do what all tests they do need to get. This will be the thing I'll be covering today, and in the subsequent videos I will try to discuss about various treatment modalities available for breast cancer and what lifestyle changes you might expect and all such things. So coming to causes of breast cancer, there are various lot of causes, but nothing in specific like if I do this I will get breast cancer. There is no such cause, and there is no habit related causes. But people do say sometimes alcohol might cause breast cancer, but I didn't come across many such patients in that, so I'll not go into it. And apart from that, sometimes when you are using your oral contraceptive pills, especially software people, because of their career options or whatever, when they are going for oral contraceptive pills, you be careful about the options of getting your breast cancer. It's not often like if you use your contraceptive pills you'll get breast cancer. No, but there is a chance, and your chances of getting your breast cancer will increase when you use oral contraceptive pills, especially among some people. So that's something you should be careful about. And also, if you're in your family, whether your mother or your sisters or any maternal aunts, paternal aunts, if any one of them have breast cancer, your chances of getting breast cancer also might increase. So in that condition also you should be a bit careful and a bit cautious, and you should regularly, it's better to visit your doctor from your once you cross 30 years of age. These are the main two indications. And apart from the what all you need to is what are the common signs and symptoms? This is one question I frequently face in my clinics. So the common signs and symptoms are only one single thing, especially that is a mass in your breast. It might be as small as a tiny nodule, or it might be a very large lump if you ignore that tiny nodule. So when you're bathing or changing your clothes, it's better to self-examine yourself at frequent intervals like every month or such, so that you will not miss such problem among yourself. There is a video of breast self-examination in this very channel which is provided by one of our colleague doctors, which might help you. And along with that, the other symptoms might be some mass in your axilla, a swelling in your axilla, that is your armpit area. And also some people might have their nipple going inside, like nipple retraction, or there might be any discharge from the nipple, pain in the breast. These are some of the symptoms which we often see among our patients. And so once you get these symptoms, it's better not to neglect them. You better go to whom to consult. That is the next question. So usually people generally consult a gynecologist or a surgeon. That would be the better option. But if you have an oncologist available nearby, like in your city, it's always better to consult an oncologist because they are more aware about it. and they will take a swift action compared to your breast surgeon or a gynecologist. I'm not saying they take a wrong action, but your oncologist should be more thorough about it in the assessment and workup and investigations and all such things. You will avoid all the unnecessary investigations and they will do only what is needed for you. So that was one thing. And most often the overall, when should I start screening? Screening is necessary and the role of screening. Screening is very important when it comes to breast cancer, because after 45 years of age, your chances of getting the breast cancer increases by quite a bit. So regular mammograms and regular clinical checkups, regular self-examinations, these all are the part of your screening. They will help in identifying the tumor at a very early stage, so that your treatment should be more thorough and you can have a 100% cure rate. That's one. And then coming to your what all investigations you might expect when you go with a lump. First of all, when you go with a lump, your clinician would examine you, because without clinical examination there is no point in going for any investigation, in my opinion. So most often your clinicians would like to examine you, so that they will ask you to undress yourself and above your chest area, above your abdominal area, so that they need to examine your breast, your armpits, your neck, and then your abdomen also. These are the parts they will generally examine. And after the examination, you might be asked to get a mammogram, you might be asked to get a biopsy, which is they will take a small tissue from your breast area and send the tissue for pathological examination, in which we will know whether the cause of the lump was any infection or cancer or what it is in exactly. Oftentimes it might be a benign lesion which is not cancerous. In that condition, a simple surgery would suffice and the treatment would be very easy. Or sometimes it might be because of some infection in the breast also. So in that condition, a simple antibiotic also would cure it. And by bad luck, if it's a cancer, then we'll know what type of cancer is it, and what that will make the mainstay of your treatment. So your biopsy is compulsory. Anyone who says your biopsy is not needed, that means they are misguiding you, in my opinion. And then your mammogram is necessary. Your mammogram will say how much size of lesion is present in your breast, and also if there was any adjacent lesion in your armpit, like any armpit nodes are involved, and all such things. So these are two main investigations which will help in diagnosing your breast cancer. And after getting your breast cancer diagnosed, they will often need to know whether it spread to any other area or not, for which they might ask you for a PET CT or any chest CT, because often your breast cancer will spread to, if it is spreading, it will spread to your lungs, it will spread to your bones, and it might sometimes rarely metastasize to your brain. So in that condition, they might ask you to get a whole body PET CT. Whole body PET CT will show any other nodal spread, and based on all these investigations, they will decide your plan of treatment. The plan of treatment and the further course of actions would be discussed in a separate video by me. Hope this is knowledgeable to you and it's not too much technical and I didn't bore you. Thank you.